funny to some of you, okay? This may be funny to some of you, but women are federally protected because they're beautiful beings, right? They're beautiful. The ones that aren't abusive are trustworthy. They're gentle, okay? They got a gentle woman's touch. Anyways, they're federally protected, okay? And they just want a man that'll treat her right. The right woman, non-abusive woman wants a man to treat her right. That's it. Just be respectful and be nice. That's it. You're welcome.
Yeah, this is frozen bread. It's good bread. How do you like that?
Run it down the field, 4th down at 50 yards, run that shit back in, you Brady go far, that's an excellent play. Sprint it for the touchdown and you won the whole game.
Anyways, making a peanut butter sandwich. Now, you know we need the whole loaf. We don't do breadcrumbs. Keep my nose to the grindstone, shoulder to the wheel, pedal to the metal. I'ma show you how I feel.
Shoulder to the bro, told me keep your head up. I was down a few bands, I was fed up. Need the whole loaf, I don't do breadcrumbs. Put my nose to the grindstone, shoulder to the wheel, pedal to the metal. I'ma show you how it feels. I'ma show you how to take one bag, triple up and make it 3 bags. I was in the bando a long, long time. Need to get the Lambo and drive. I was in the lab, you were on my mind, but all I really do is just go. I was in the bando a long, long time. Need to get the Lambo and drive.
Now they know my name all around the Alice. Anyways, this is before my balls dropped.
This anxiety is eating me alive. What is the chance if I fall? What does it mean to just rise? Up out of the gallows with a hint on the mic. What does it mean to succeed? What does it mean to abide by all the truths? Is this heaven or a glide? Have I mounted to myself or have I been on the decline? If this is what it means to really decide, then the decision is to succeed. It's like being one with the tide. When you're a fisherman out in the storm, you're required to optimize. Every second you waste is like a means to a try. So get going on your journey, man. The path awaits you one step closer on the concrete, but the concrete will break you. So keep pushing and keep going. No matter what, Brody, man, you gotta keep pursuing. Be prepared, cause we're going to overtime. Don't shift down, you gotta shift it into overdrive. Overtime so many times over. Stayed in my circle and the circle got boiled over. Took it as a movement too, that's a move on the chessboard. Checkmate, that's what I say when I make the score. This is gonna be the last time that I say I can't, cause at the end of the day it's all relative. And I made my points, but that's all well and said. But there ain't a point left to be made, so I guess that's the move that I did while playing chess. Now that I took this song into a whole different dimension.
No.
That's how you gotta view change.
This is condensation at its work. Ready? So you got the wet water here. When you have heat, the water evaporates and then goes through the bread and soaks up into the top paper towel. That's how you warm up a loaf without thawing it the fuck out. Fuck thawing it out, bro. That shit's annoying. It takes several hours to do that shit. Enough with that. Don't do that. Do this. You know? You pop open the microwave like that. Boom. Slam that in there. We gotta check on it every now and then, so we'll do 3. Oops, stop, cancel. 3. Alright, we'll wait. We'll let that sit. And then we have fresh bread. Hey! It's been about 1:30. We'll stop it directly at 1:30. Boom. There we go. Let's check the bread. Oh, not yet. Not yet. It's a little too tough. It's a little too cold inside. That's why. It's too cold. So, yeah. Yeah, not yet. Not yet. That piece is almost done. Okay. I'm gonna estimate about another minute, so we'll stop it at 30 seconds. Now, the goal is to not warm it up too much, otherwise you dry the fuck out of the bread. No matter how much water goes to it, you'll dry out the bread, because then the water gets dried up too. This is interesting. I've never warmed up a whole loaf like this. So here's what we're gonna have to do. We'll put this in. Oop. Calm down there. Don't go flying. There we go. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna level out the bread. Oh my god, dude. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this, yeah. So I can get the camera angle. We do this. And there like that. There we go, okay. So, what we're gonna do is just, you know, break apart the bread. It's almost done. It's almost done, but I don't want it to stick because then it heats unevenly, right? So if you spread it out, it'll heat evenly. Or as evenly as it can. It's a fucking microwave. What do you expect? Yeah. So we'll go like that, like this, like this. We'll throw this here, throw that here, and then because it's layered, it's not gonna do it right. But I'm gonna have to do this in steps. Shit. Okay. Didn't want to do it that way, but we got a whole loaf here, so it makes sense. Okay, so we'll take these out, and then that one's done. That end piece is done. Okay. So now we got this concoction here, and the top one is starting to get moist. So we gotta take that out of there because that doesn't belong in there. That's what I used to use the camera. Okay, now stop. There we go. All right, and then now this is almost done. It's just a little bit cold and needs to be a little bit more moist. So I think let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, and then these 3 last. So that pile, and then we're done. So I'm almost ready to check this. We'll stop it at 20 seconds. Let's try that. Yeah. Yep, that's fresh bread right there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yep, yep. We're good on that. Yep. Okay, cool. So take these out. Do them there for now. That's the done pile. Boom. Sort it out. Boom. You know. Dropping that. Fuck that shit. There we go. Yo. Grab these. Throw those in there. 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 Drop that on there again. Slam that, start. We'll do it for another 30 seconds. I put it in about, I stopped it at a minute, so I would say 30 seconds for these, and then about 20 seconds for these because there's a lot less in there. And when there's a lot less, it doesn't need to be heated as much. So, and then we'll put it back in the bag. We got fresh bread now, so, yeah, so. Yo, boom, open that up, check it. Oh yeah, that's good, good shit. There we go. Fresh bread. Look at this. Look at that. Now it's a little firmer due to the brand of the bread, but look how good that is. Look how fresh that is. Some pieces are firmer than others. That's fine. Like I said, it's a microwave. It's not going to heat it evenly, but it's a shortcut to heating up your bread. and then we'll throw that back on again, and then start it. And then, like I said, that's 20 seconds, so we'll stop it at 4.
Is that even spinning, bro?
I don't know, I can't tell. Alright, so we'll stop it at 4 seconds, should be good. Alright, no, actually, that's not good yet. A little bit more. Actually, is that dry? No, it's just cold. So, alright, 10 more seconds. Okay, there we go. And then, okay. Good enough, good enough. That'll work, that'll work. Yep, that'll work. That one's a little bit dry, but whatever. Okay, that one's perfect, dude. With that floppy bread. There we go. And then we take this out. You know, we gotta discard the other shit. So, come on now. Alright. I mean, you may say that's a lot of work for a peanut butter sandwich, but I don't know, do you want to wait for the peanut butter sandwich or do you want it now? That's the real question. If you don't want to wait, you find a way to make it now. So, I forgot it in the freezer last night. Whatever. So, yeah. We'll do the end pieces. We gotta find the end pieces. There's one end piece. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, because that one was done first. End piece. Slam that in the back of the bag, like so. Doesn't matter which pieces put in first, as long as it's put in there. Now you gotta be fast and gentle. You don't want to rip the bread. If you rip the bread, that's a no bueno. You don't want to do that. So. That's my style, bro. Fast and gentle. You know? So, we'll change the camera angle, put that over here. Show you what I'm doing. Yeah, this. Slap that in there. Put this in there. Slap that in there. Slap this in there. Slap this in there. There we go. And then that is your thawed out loaf of bread. And now I can either make French toast or or make a peanut butter sandwich here. So I think I'm gonna make a peanut butter sandwich. So